What up? Read the title right. That says Sky Light Awaits. What you're about to see, make no doubt about it, is a hack. Let me preface by saying right away that this is not the real version of Sky. I am using an emulator to even play this. It is a version of the game from years and years ago that a community of people have been working incredibly hard to put together so that we can experience the original beta the way it was intended to be played. I will also let you know that there's a lot of things that I cannot do in this, like, for instance, lighting spirits, can't do certain doors. There is no multiplayer. This is not a live version of Sky. This is a working old version that has been basically revamped to look great. There are things like going through certain barriers that won't take me to the next place, so I have to teleport to them in order. And this is in no way the actual version of Sky that is being played today. It's not even online. I won't even be signing into an account. It is simply just a working version of the game, built on the engine that was used during Little Prince. I am happier than I can even begin to tell you that I get to experience my first version of Sky and share it with you all. I will never tell you how to get this yourself. I will not tell you how to do this or where to find it. I will not publicize this any further than to simply just play it on stream so that you all can experience it. I'll wait for the ad break to be over. For the people watching in the VOD, that is. Those of you that are watching this on VOD, to make something clear, until this very moment, I personally have never hacked this game on my own, ever. And this is not a live hack of current Sky. I cannot make any purchases. I cannot see any friends. I can't play this game with anybody but myself. It's essentially like playing Journey or something, but I can't even meet a second person in game. So for anybody getting their panties all twisted and in a bunch about me doing this, you're just going to have to fucking deal with it. I don't care what you think. There's absolutely no crime being done here. This is essentially me playing a video game like any other. So in 30 seconds, I will take you all into the very first version of Isle and take you through the game, how it's supposed to look. And the beauty of it is it is cleaner and better looking now than it was when I played it as the beta player way back in 2017. There's a lot of features that you won't get to see. You have bubbles. Well, that's good help. Welcome back from the ad break if you had one. Basically, what I was saying just now is that there is no crime being committed here whatsoever. So I'm going to reiterate this one more time before I start playing. I can't even technically hit that play button or even sign in to the account or a account for that matter. I have to warp to each of these places individually. I'm glad. I was just about to ask how you were doing. I just want to get this little disclaimer out of the way. For any of you that are fucking Sky police, you can't do nothing to me and neither can they. This isn't Sky. This is an APK of a version of Sky from 2021. If you want to go back in time to 2021 and find me and ban me, you go right ahead. But it won't work anyway because it's literally impossible. This has no connection to the actual version and also has no connection to the TOS whatsoever either. So I'm not breaking anything. And with no further ado, let me show you how the game starts. In the darkness lays a kingdom shrouded in light, where from ages long past dwelt the whispers to the stars. Back then, light and dark lived in harmony, but as time went by, the kingdom prospered, was forgotten. One day you would arrive to restore the light. For those were the stories of the winged shepherds. Some things that you will notice is that, for instance, I have 5 cape stars. This was optimized so that you could actually explore and play, because the original version you didn't have but 1 flap and maybe 3 if you got lucky. But in this like built version, I won't be able to get any emotes. I won't be able to talk to any spirits. Like, I simply can run through the maps and show you the old shit as it was. There is certain spots where I'll be able to access closets, and there is some stuff loaded up from 2021, but nothing new, nothing from now, anything close. But I think it's bittersweet to just be a moth in all of this. The current quality of this is absolutely fantastic. It looked nothing like this when I played back then. Also, there's nothing I can do about the little like window up top there. What? Here we go. There's a few things in Bokura that I don't want you to see until you stream it, so we might not play during the week. Well, fine, I guess. I do want to make sure that the sound effects are working. They are. Yeah, this is how it should have looked all that time ago. So at this point in time, there's nothing but flicking. So although I'm playing with a controller, which was something that wasn't available back then, and if it was, I probably would have stayed with it all the way through to the newer, versions of it. All you can do is jump and flick, which if I wanted to use my mouse, okay, for instance, this is all that I can really do. I can move the camera. I can't even honk yet. And these dead bodies that are here were actually taken out back then. Yes. Yes, they are. They took them out eventually, but they were part of the very first version of this map. Misa! Because they were about showing you the real shit back then. Alright, cool. Misa, we'll talk about this whole thing later, okay? It took a lot of work for me to figure out how to do this, and now that I know, yeah, you'll be able to do it too. It's sad, but it's supposed to be sad. You have to remember this is a kingdom that has been destroyed by an evil person, and people died. Like, every fucking buddy died. This game wasn't about being politically correct or happy or anything like that. It was just about giving you the story in its proper way. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to yet. I have Android though, but PC will be badass. Yeah, you need the Mumu player in order to do it, because Mumu supports Vulkan. I tried 5 other emulators and none of them worked. This is the only one that worked. I realize the aspect ratio looks a little stretched for you guys, but there's just, other than me making the emulator full screen, which I don't want to do, I want to be able to see your guys' chat. No, it doesn't look bad at all. It's fucking amazing. It's in the best quality that it can possibly be in. I'm sure it looks better on my screen than what you guys are seeing because of the weird stretchiness, but, like, yeah. I mean, if I was to full screen it, it would look better. But then I wouldn't be able to see chat except for on my phone, which, I mean, here, watch this. Look, let me show you. This and stretch to fit. It's probably a lot better for you. I can always look at the chat on my phone, which is fine. Whoa, 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 it's loud. Yeah, that looks better. And I can even do there, even better for you. All right. But see, now it's gonna run. Yeah, full screen runs like shit. I gotta back out of that. I have to. Y'all, you guys are just gonna have to deal with the stretchy version of it. So sorry. Yeah. This makes it run best performance for me, which means it looks better for you in general. Okay, so normally there's things for you to burn here, but the people who worked this out put this in front as just kind of a way to show that. They can't, listen, seriously though, they can't touch me for this. There is no TOS to be broken. I'm not playing a real version of Sky. I'm not live. I have no access to stores. I don't even have access to like hacks, actual hacks. I can't turn off wind walls. I can't, there's still reset barriers everywhere. There's no people for me to interact with. This is literally just a way to play the maps and experience them. They cannot touch me for this. This just isn't, there's just nothing. They can't. This isn't breaking any TOS because I'm not playing Sky. I'm playing Light Awaits. It's a very different thing. This version isn't, you know, well, they can try. They can't really do shit to me for this. Like, they won't even be able to find me to ban me. How can they, you know, how can they even touch me? What are they going to find? I'm not even in the game technically. I'm not on a server in any way. So here's all these boats. There's a lot of lore in this original version of the game. A whole lot of lore. All these boats are here, dry docked, because they're no longer in use. There's no reason for them to be here or be used anymore. Now before that bird, you would deep honk, and the bird would like show you where you needed to go, and you'd follow the bird up. Get here. This thing will take you home, and this isn't a real player, by the way. This person is just here to show you that you're supposed to sit. And if I do sit, it will take me home. But I don't want to show you home yet, because it's actually lackluster, but I will show it to you in a bit. So we come over here, and you have to kind of like fight to get up here a little bit. Yeah, I mean, just wait. There's so many differences. You'll see. Now, when playing Light Awaits before, after you left here, you never came back here again. So if there was any exploring that you wanted to try and do, you had to do it, you know, your very first time through or on your next playthrough, because once you go through here, there was no reason for you to ever need to come back. This is your start to your journey. And if you recognize this door, this is the same door that shows in the aviary in our current version of Sky. Now, the thing that I want to explain to you is this. We're not sure why yet, but there is no aviary in this version. And part of this is I played some of this a little bit earlier before I decided to stream it. I wanted to make sure that everything was copacetic. So there's two versions of Light Awaits crammed into one here. A lot of this is the 2017 first beta, and then some of it is like 2018, almost 2019, where the updates were like more and more. They eventually got rid of the aviary entirely and put the real home space that we get now. The aviary back then had all of our portals and all that stuff in it, and they wanted to do away with that whole thing. So this doesn't have it. This has like a lot of first wave and then final wave, and all that shit in the middle is just kind of gone. But we can interact with some things. So for instance, this I have to... Where is... I just noticed that I don't have my eye like I should. Should be fire here, but there isn't. All of these things weren't here. Yeah, I know. I was able to light this earlier, but now I can't. I'm not sure why. Alright, well, I'll just do this. Dawn End takes you right into this temple. You're not going to miss anything. It's just this right here. You walk in. Now I can do things like honk. I can move my camera. I can actually like move like I'm supposed to be able to. I've already lit these candles, so this shows up. Now, there is no Elder cutscene in this, unfortunately. And if I try to light the candles, which are now not here, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't let me do anything. All I can do is fly through this, like, tube. What up, good morning? I haven't fully explored or tried to oob anything yet. I did go up on top of this temple, and I went back, and all it did was reset me back into the front of this with the door open, so I'm not going to bother. There's no fancy flying. If I was to use, like, my mouse on the screen, I could probably do some spins and twirls, but I'm not really concerned with all that special shit. I just want to play it. Yeah, like Journey, right? Look at the giant whale. It's all red because its texture isn't loaded into this. Which reminds me, I need to test my robe. You sure do. And may I remind you that Astrid is waiting to do her second run with you because you claimed it. I even offered to do it earlier, and she said no. Misa offered and said that she claimed it. Yeah. So she's waiting to play again for you. Maybe you should, like, hit her up. She's not the type to say anything. Yeah, good idea. So, normally you'd fly through here and you'd be greeted by the aviary. But the aviary isn't there now. So you get this version of Sky, which is basically the version. And then my camera's going to act really fucking crazy here for a second, so just bear with me. It'll fix itself. There we go. So, in this current version, you're gonna go into this, like, prairie kind of like entrance, which is updated. Maddie, is this gonna be saved, Jay, or could you send me the replay of this? I'm not home, but I want to watch. It'll be VOD. It'll absolutely be on VOD, and hopefully my internet won't, like, cause it to be a bunch of different fucking, you know, episodes. But yes, I will save this on VOD, and I'll probably also highlight it too. And this won't be the only time. I'm going to be playing this a lot now that I can. I fully intend to do a full once over on it and then start doing some some like you know, glitching. I want to try and like oob through some things and get through some textures, and I just want to see what all I can do. So we come through here. Now, as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I know, this won't actually take me into the Prairie Social. I'll have to actually warp myself there, but we'll see. And this is what I mean by there's a lot of things this can't do, and they're working on it. The people who are involved in this are working on giving us the best full Light Awaits experience possible. Yeah. So I can't go any further. So then what I have to do is go to Day Hub. Which takes me to the Prairie Social Area, which you can go back from and into here as if you were coming through that hole, which is that there. It would put you here, and at first wouldn't know how to get up there. Simply flapping and jumping wasn't enough. You only had one flap at the time, so there was nothing you could really do. See all the boats and shit? This is where you would come in. There's like a bird waiting here for you. I don't know if this is going to kick me out or what, and if it does, I'll just reload the map, but... See, you would swim through and jump up on the boats. Apparently... the bird is like frozen in place, but you come in through here. So many vets agree the maps from then were so much better. Of course they were. Doesn't get better than this, honestly. They did too much. Bro, go grab some popcorn right now. Good morning. This is cool. I need some fucking popcorn. I got a bunch over here if you want some. You just gonna have to come over and have a seat on this chair next to me. I'll make you the popcorn. I'll get you something to drink too. So what you'd have to do is kind of like jump up here, and at the time all these little steps weren't here. It was just a flat wall, so you'd have to let these butterflies take you up, and then you'd move forward, and then you'd be stuck again, kind of looking around. Jumping obviously isn't enough. Well, it is here, but it wasn't before. Now normally I would like this and let the butterflies out, but that will crash me because these things are not available. This is also why they gave us an infinite amount of flaps. I want you to take a look at this. 18,668 fucking wings. This shit is bonkers. I know. They did this just so that you could play it, because lighting this would give you the butterflies you need to get up in there, but it's not active, so you can't. This is another reason why I say TGC can't even say shit. They can't come for me, because I can't even do most of the shit that this game needs me to do. I can't light the butterflies, I can't light the spirits, I can't get the fucking emotes, none of that shit. It's basically just play and go. It's a lot like Journey in the sense that all you can do is fly and jump and go and explore. You know what I mean? That's about it. It's literally like playing Ruins. And honestly, if I was TGC, I wouldn't be mad about this. This hurts them in no way, shape, or form. They allow hacking on Journey. They specifically said it themselves. So earlier I tried to light these spirits and it went bad. So I'm not going to do that. This right here sits to take you home. I'll do that now because I can come back here and it'll just put me right at this point. So watch what happens when we go home. Welcome to Home Space. Or as we called it back then, Handle Space. Now, it's different because I cannot technically progress through any of the maps. But down here would be where your candle friends are. And then as you walked along this stone path, you would have statues of the elders, what are they called? Tombstones. And as you progressed and got more emotes and all that stuff, they would be here and you'd be able to sit at them and it would take you back to where you were in the map. And candles would show up and all that other stuff. But because I can't technically progress through this, it's not anything but this. And because I can't add any friends, there won't be any candles for friend stones or friend candles. I don't even know if I can travel here. Nope, I cannot. There is... I swear I saw an island in here earlier. I think that's it back there. But what I think that literally is the stone that has the archway on it for the very beginning cutscene of the map. But yeah, man. Is the game audio loud enough for you guys? Earlier I had to turn this app down because holy shit, it was loud. And this version of the game literally doesn't have, like, if you look, I'll show you, watch this. So, audio was just switches. You could turn shit on and off. You couldn't control the volume of it. Other things that I have are like the full graphics. There's nothing when you go to shop, nothing in merch, nothing in social. I do think it's funny that the inbox has stuff in it, but it doesn't make a difference. Your controls back then were simple, and this never even existed. There was no controller back then, which is a big reason why I quit playing. But here you have inverted camera and inverted flight, one-handed mode, two-handed mode, things like that. But yeah. And so here there's just literally nothing that I can do other than show it to you as is, you know what I'm saying? So let's go back to where I was, just the day hub. Now these closets here, for whatever reason, just don't work yet. But in the other maps, they do. And I've got some things I can change into. But here, because technically I've never been anywhere as far as this game is concerned, these closets don't really exist. And this version of Prairie here is like the 2018, almost 2019 version. If this was the 2017 version, we'd be standing in Aviary right now instead. All of this stuff would be here on the left and the right, but over here would be like a stone that you could walk over to with a friend statue, and then over here would be all of the like portals and all that stuff. And then if you went into the Prairie portal, it would take you into this right here, which is what's in front of us. You can see stuff out there in the background too, but you can't get to any of it yet. It's lagging a little bit, it looks like. Let's go with less graphics. So now we enter the old Prairie Butterfly Fields. I need to check something. Things are starting to run progressively worse. Oh, well, I can get rid of Spotify, and that'll help. That's it. Discord as well can go. That'll help to make things a little bit better, I guess. Let me... Ever eat those mug cakes? I have. Yeah. I like them sometimes. Okay, bye. I'll be back later. Okay, help. See you later. Let me bring this down to like 30. See how that helps. Oh, I don't want to restart. Some of the settings require the emulator to be restarted before taking effect. Would you like to restart immediately? You got popcorn? Fuck yeah. So, there's a lot of stuff that I technically cannot do because I'm not two people. And there's no way for me to get into like any of these 2 or 4 player doors, but there is ways to, you know, glitch around things. And there's a hole up here which without being able to fly you would have never been able to get to really, so I can come down in here and show you what this looked like. So if you opened up the 2 player door, you would have came into this room. See, there's the door over there. So let's say we opened it, walked in, and there was a spirit here. Back then when you did your spirits, you'd get your now just to sit with Jay. I know, right? I wish you could. You would light this and you'd see the spirit animation, and then you'd get the emote, and your emotes worked like the way Winged Light worked. You only needed so many candles for. You come in here, you would light the spirit, you'd get your emote. I like everything as molten chocolate as possible. Chocolate cake, chocolate lava cake, fucking dark chocolate, fucking... Yeah, well, he likes cake made out of wax that's red colored. I'm a chocolate fiend. Like, I must have it. And then after you got that, you would receive an emote for it, which right here would be here, and then you'd be able to use it. And back then, all of your menus were up top here. You would scroll through them from the top. But with this version being from like around the time of Little Prince, it's more updated. Then the doors will close behind you. Butterflies will take you up and out. Obviously, it's bright as shit. And then here you would be. I cannot light any of these, unfortunately, to bring the Manta out. It just crashes the game. So use your imagination. It's not like you guys haven't seen it before. And even this was here. There wasn't a bird's nest area. These castles and things were all part of this already. Also for ice cream cake. Yeah, chocolate. Just all of it is chocolate. There'd be a spirit inside here. The original had the butterfly fields, which it does not have, or not butterfly fields, the caves and all that stuff, but isn't here. You know the invisible boat that I always take you guys on? This is what it used to actually look like. And if you and 2 people could light this together at the same time, all of these little candles would pop up and you'd be able to sit on it, and it would take you around to all the different little islands that are in here. You said that's usually what goes on carrot cake. But for icing, I'm not a big fan of. I don't like icing either. It's not the sweet that bugs me, it's the grease. It's so greasy. It's just, it leaves like a thick coating on your lips and tongue, and it always feels like whipped flavored wax to me. Not a fan. I need nicotine. By the way, Misa, I broke out the old mod. But this fucking juice is ass. I need better juice. I just can't afford to get any right now. But I will be ordering some as soon as I can. This motherfucker is tuned up. Hello there, Sun Shady TV, first time chatter. Welcome in, welcome in. This is Light Awaits. This is a 2017 to 2018 beta version of what Sky looked like before its release. So, as I was saying, the boat would take you around to these different places, and much like this same map, you know, you would light all of these, and it would cause mantis to come out, only it was butterflies instead of wax, because there wasn't wax yet. There wasn't dark plants. This was actually a 4-person door back then. And I'm not sure, there might be a way for me to, like, use the clouds to get in here. It's possible to maybe clip in. Almost. Believe me, this is too bright for me too, in case you're feeling that way. But it just kind of is what it is. There's all these little tunnels and things that you could go through. Led you to other places. Might be able to jump in these windows. Nope. Cake talk, popcorn, Light Awaits. Hell yeah, I agree. Let me try diving down. I was able to break into that one over there and get into the door for that. Oh, I made it. I made it. Stop. 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 Okay, hold on. So yeah, there we go. No friends? No problem. Alright, what's everyone's favorite fast food? Well, okay, I do like Arby's, but it is very expensive. When I have a choice in fast food, I prefer Checkers / Rally's because their fries and their burgers are amazing. But I do like Arby's a lot when I'm trying to not be like a fat piece of shit. Like, so I could like this and it would cause another spirit and da-da-da-da-da. I don't think I can get out now. Might be stuck inside here. We will see in a second. Sure would be nice to have a piggyback that I could fall over and let go of. Of course. Let's see. Day hub mid. I think that takes me back to where I'm currently at. Right? Yes, perfect. So, then there's this one over here. Back then, everything relied heavily on clouds. You didn't have flaps, and flying wasn't great, so you used the clouds to get you everywhere. A lot of these doors have these cracks in the upper right corner because back then you had to, like, you didn't have friends most of the time. You would have to kind of, like, glitch your way in. But then they kind of patched those things. Wendy's is good. I do like Wendy's sometimes. I like their chicken, but that's it. So if you went into the door that's down there, it would take you into the 8-person puzzle room, just like it does now, which doesn't look much different. I could use the teleport, but I find it to be more fun to just glitch into these places because I can. Kinda gotta find your way in, that's all. Go. Brings you in here. There's a spirit here, which there isn't now. And then you would need 8 people to get up here. Now, I have not figured out a way yet to get out of this room to see what's up there, but I do fully intend to. Pretty sure it'll have the old tree and everything in it like it should. Can't really chibi fall because there's no stances in this version. But I'm sure if there was a way to force a clip, probably just get stuck through a wall. And I don't know if they actually made the map for this. I don't know what's going to happen if I light this. Nope. Let me see. Do I have a teleport for it? I do not. This one crashes the game. I found that out the hard way. But with time, these things may become available, you know? So now I'll take you up to the temple. I can actually use the mouse to flick me up, which is really funny. see mantas all flying around up there. I wonder if they can grab me. Nope, can't get up there. Now this temple that we're looking at is the dummy temple that you can now see from outside of the maps. When you're looking from far away, you'll see a temple way out in the distance. This is the temple that they use now for the dummy temple. You can tell because look at the door. Big fat fucking archway. And you can get up here, but you can't really get any higher. See? Just stops you. There's the koi pond. Never been to Checkers. You're in Illinois, bro. They have rated the best fries. There should be. Or not Illinois, I mean Indiana, I mean. You should absolutely have them. They're a Midwest thing. Checkers / Rallies. I'm sure you have one around. They have literally rated the best fries there is. Like, they're better than Wendy's. They're better than Burger King. They're better than even the fucking curly fries at goddamn Arby's. That's a hill I'm willing to die on. And I will take the Pepsi challenge with that any day. So here's the temple. Listen, curly fries are amazing. And as far as curly fries goes, nobody does them better. But fries, nobody does it better than Rally's. You'll notice here that there's no candles to light or burn. This is the old version of this temple. There isn't even the candles in the back here. It's just a wall. You can come back here, but there's nothing. Alright, so they have spicy chicken sandwiches that are usually 2 for $3. They're fucking amazing. They have, so the same seasoning that they use on their fries, they have cheese sticks that way. They've got, their burgers are just massive and ridiculous. Like, they've got this thing called the Big Buford, and it's full of shit. They've got fucking, like, you can get doubles and triples with extra cheese on them. They've got chili cheese fries. They got loaded fries. They got everything. It's like a stoner's fucking dream there. Now, there's nothing for me to light here, and there's no sit circles. So the way to get out of here is to just go up. But I do want to show you guys that even back then, this was still something you could do. Just come up here and check out the back. It is amazing. It's so fucking amazing. And you know, if you look at the back in our current Sky, this shit looks all texture ripped and fucked up. Here it's a perfect solid fucking square. It looks so nice. I don't think that it's at all possible to get to the Elder, but if it is, I will attempt it. Might get reset like right away or hit with wind. Maybe they were nice enough to let me. Oh my god, please tell me I can do it. Oh my god, please, please, please. Is it out here? It is! And I can just go there! Oh my god! Yo, I'm so excited right now. I can't believe they didn't do anything about this. That must mean that I can probably get to the Isle Elder too at some place. I did try, but the fucking the wind like stopped me. It just kept like putting me back and putting me back and putting me back. Dude. I don't even see him. Might not even be loaded in. Oh, there he is. Hi there, big guy. Look at the way everything looks here, too. How it's all dark and starry. Ooh, so bright. Jesus. There's something to light here, but I'm kind of afraid to do it. Like, what will happen? And then there's, like, the me that's like, do it. Fuck it, do it. Well, that's it. Well, at least nothing bad happened. Gosh, it's so bright. Trying not to murder you guys. Now I'm just kind of thinking, like, what now can I do since I'm already out here? Can I fly all the way to that fucking Eden? Let me check my brightness on my monitor. It doesn't seem that bright to the stream. Oh no, it's set to 40. It ain't high. I'll be damned. It's just murdering my eyes. It does seem bright to you guys too. I'm curious. I gotta see if I can go. I gotta see. That is an absolute no. Where is it? Am I getting closer? I am. What? Bro. No, I'm not getting any closer, I don't think. But I can get higher. A lot higher. Or can I? No, I can't. I can't get any higher either. Or maybe I can and it just seems endless. Can't tell. Let me tell you something, folks. You definitely could not do this before. Maybe I am getting closer. This is Ubing before it was called Ubing. Like, I don't even think this is clouds. I think it's just cloud texture. Alistair wants to know what dipping sauce you like for chicken. Well, are we talking about from a specific place, or are we just talking about overall? Oh, Checkers. So their honey mustard is incredibly good, and their barbecue sauce is really good too. I usually use their honey mustard. They have, oh my god, they have a chicken bite box. So it's a bunch of these little popcorn chickens that come on top of a bed of fries for like $2-3, and they're literally about this big. And then you can get the half-pound chicken bites, which is like a half-pound of them on top of a box of fries. It's crazy. I think I'm in there. I'm getting in there. Need to go up. This like side-scrolling shit is confusing me. It just feels like I'm constantly going left, but I'm not. It's just the fucking way it looks. Yeah, look. It's just a ring of fake clouds that scroll. How fucking funny. I want to get to that Eden real bad. I feel like it's going to take me a lifetime. How far away am I from the map now? Oh my goodness. All this on flaps. No rockets. No fucking goddamn... See, if I was hacking, if I was really hacking, you think I'd be sitting here working this hard? I have a finger on the button. That's it. If they had something spicy, like a sweet chili sauce or something, I would use that. But I've never personally seen anything like that. Okay. This was awesome and a lot of work, but I happen to know that there's no actual Eden up there. It's just a light and a thing, and there's nothing else to really get to, I don't think. I'm gonna try and get a little bit higher, see what I can see. Yeah, no. This is just more of the same until you get up there, and then I'm pretty sure it's just a big, bright-ass fucking light. There isn't like an Eden PNG file. Welcome back from the ad break if you had one. So I'm going to teleport myself back into the cave and go through to forest because I don't want to waste any time for you guys. I can do this on my own later and enjoy it. So I'm going to go back to day end. What just happened? Why did my screen change sizes like that? How do I fix it? I want it to go back to the way it was. I don't know what I clicked. I don't know what happened. I clicked something, but it's fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I said, you can see all of this, you know, in our current version, even this forest down here. But normally, when you go flying down into forest, you end up in forest social area, which is just like a weird door that has no continuity. It makes no sense. This is how it should be done. See, this is where you came from. Like, visually, this is where you came from. Down into a portal of clouds where you can see trees and grass and a walkway and all that stuff. You shouldn't end up where there's a door behind you when you didn't come out of a temple. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. But here, this makes sense. This is how it should look. So now we get into forest, and this is where I can do some things that I wasn't able to do before. Like, I can put clothes on. So your social area was the front of forest before. And here's all of your closets. So let's go ahead and give me some hair. Okay. I like that hair. Be sure that's all there is for me to get. Yeah, except for bald. I don't know what fucking hair that is. This was all done on the Little Prince, like, platform. Like, so there's a lot of stuff here that's, like, of the time of Little Prince and back. I could be a douchebag if I want to. Like, I could, I can... Hey, bro, totally rich Aiken, yeah. Shaw. But I'm obviously going with the Link hair, of course. Available capes that are loaded up in this. I can even be capeless if I want. It's like a beta exclusive. Little Prince stuff. This thing, however, I do not think will take me. It does not. And I didn't expect it to. Okay. So, all the different Little Prince capes are here. Bunch of older capes, but not the Light Awaits capes. And I don't know why. I don't know why they can't put them in. There's even Halloween capes. This fucking thing is brighter than a beacon of light. It's insanity. They even have the tier 2 black, which was not around back then. I don't know how that's here. Days of Nature green, regular black, all the regular colors, Founder's cape, Office cape, which are basically the same thing. I can even dress exactly like the way Link would look. It's wrong button. If I put all this on, I basically look like Link in Sky, that is. But y'all already know my style. It's the closest thing to my normal character I could possibly get. I do, however, prefer these pants with this cape, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and wear. Then, come over here, change my mask. I can even be a fucking, be the deer mask, or if I really want to be an asshole, be a fucking Anubis, which obviously I'm not going to do. Just gonna go maskless. Alright. So, as you can see, the forest layout is very different. If I wanted to go home from here, I could sit here and it would take me home, but there's nothing there, as you've already seen before. One thing that we can always count on in the current version of Sky is that this gate doesn't open no matter what we do. But guess what? Ironically enough, 2017, the gate worked every single time. How fantastic, right? Look at that. One try. Things we can light up here. Hieroglyphics on the walls. Then there's this scene. Thunder goes off. Ball. Clearly, I have enough fucking goddamn wings to never have to worry about the rain. Down here, this shit was already all set up. So you didn't actually have to come in here and light anything. It's already like this. I do not recall this hole being here. Interesting. The rain really took your ass too back then. It really would. Few drops, bro. Just notice no dark plants because there wasn't any back then. And because I can't technically do the spirit, they did set this up, which I think is really cool. I can light this. Wait. And then it moves as if the spirit animation was moving. See the star over the lights, by the way? That's how the candles used to look. They didn't have that, like, rainbowish looking thing over them. They had stars. Rain. Protect your light and find a source of ancient power. And all of this here is much wider and bigger and deeper. More places to hide. Like that. Candle moves over to the next spot. You come through here to keep yourself safe. Then if I finish this, it'll drop the statue, but the statue crashes me, so I'm obviously not going to do that. No tree house over here, none of that shit that you see now. Then Get Famous with Dark Trying content is a co-op horror game where you film spooky stuff with your friends and try to go viral. Squad up, customize your face with an ASC2 face customizer, buy some gear and use the diving bell to go down to the old world. Down there, you'll encounter scary physics, animated monsters, cursed relics, and other stuff. Sorry, 1 second. As you can see, I don't look like I looked anymore because I won't. Okay, so this is the brook, which is completely different. More places to explore in this map. More places to hide. All these would be light blooms now, but they're here as like umbrellas to keep you from getting rained on. You have this whole area over here to the right. And a gate that cannot be opened. It's just mysterious. I cannot light this. Weird. Places to seek shelter. Another spirit to light over here. Traditional dark plants. So these were crystals back then. They were not plants. As you can see, I'm not getting any embers or candles or anything like that. But the action's there, you know? And light the shit. Check out the bridge. It's a way bigger bridge with, like, actual bricks. And here they look kind of like a black color, but their second iteration was like a green crystal. Almost like jade. I gotta make sure that that's not a spirit back there. Just want to be sure. You have to burn it to get shelter. Why is it showing me that? Whoa. Whoa, why am I flaming out? Holy shit, wait a minute. I thought I had infinite shit here. Can't really die, though. I need a light source. Whoa! A wing! That's crazy. We didn't even have wings yet, so I don't even know what's going on here with this. That actually scared me, that sound effect. Aha! Way back at the start. I didn't think I could get hurt. Interesting, huh? That just took all day. I still got a frozen wing sitting over there, which I think is hilarious. know what's gonna happen. Take me to Rain End. It should. I just hear myself sliding forever. Aha. Okay. Here's Rain End. Look at the star. Another one shows up here. Pretty sure. It's like another spirit in here, which I can't light. My buttons are all backwards from what I'm used to here. See how the whole place is just completely blocked by some of these? Hopefully setting this manta free doesn't cause an issue. Sorry, I'm getting blown up on my Discord. Just give me a sec. Okay. Welcome back from the ad break if you had one. Spirit here. A lot of this stuff looks the same, but is also different, you know? Here's the boneyard area. Actually looks like the head of one of the whales. Oh, I can't wait to show you the fucking krill and the way the graveyard looks. Oh, I completely forgot. You guys are gonna be so fucking pumped. Oh no, I just saw my power flicker. Just a heads up. Oh, it's doing it again. It might kill my shit. I'm not sure why. But if it happens, I'll be back as soon as I possibly can. Two flickers in a row. Look up above. Gold. We don't have that peeking through now. And then the amount of plants that are here is just insane, right? To get this next one to work. I don't know where the music is here. I'm not sure why it's not playing. Curious if I was to turn the audio. Whoops, wrong button. No audio. I'm not sure if it's just not playing because it's not or because it isn't here or what it is. They actually made you work for this, man. Because getting to the temple was so important. I'm hoping that her cutscene works because it's a better cutscene than the original or than the current one, and I want you guys to see it. Before I go, fly over there and see what that is. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a spirit. Okay. Well, can't light the spirit. Oh, okay, it's the little cave. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, this is where you would come in from Granny's. But there was no Granny's back then. No jellyfish. Yep. I do like that they added the jellies. Yeah, of course. Not everything they've done since this was trash. Just everything lately. I don't hear any of the sound effects. Now I do. Is that mask still up here? It sure is. I always wondered what that mask was. Okay. Look at how lit up it is inside there. So, the actual puzzle room is here, but I don't think you can do it without people. We shall see. fire and a gravestone inside there, which you can't even see now. Like, normally you can't even look in here. It's not all lit up with fire and shit. Doesn't look dramatic or like a shrine or anything like it should. This is the forest elder we're talking about, god damn it. Fucking ambient lighting right here. Look at that. Oh. Oh, cool. Can't get the pants. Well, that's weird. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the puzzle room in a second. It's here. But I don't think without people it'll work. Remember this? You can still go into the room now. Like, you can go there. It just doesn't do anything. Without two people, I won't be able to do anything with this. Look at these big pieces. We'll have to explain to everyone how / what it did. Man, it's been so long, I'm not even sure I remember what it actually does. Look at how this bird looks. See how it's got black on its wings? See that? Can't get in here. So I'm not sure what's going to happen when I light all of this. Just a heads up. I'm hoping that the cutscene will happen and it won't crash me, but you never know. I do know that the Valley Elders works, so... possible to glitch out of here. And if it is, I will find out. If I can get outside this door at all, I'm going to try to. okay, Misa, no worries. Oh! Oh! Came out the other side. Fuck. Well. Hmm. There's gotta be some way out of this map. Hmm. Oh, wait a fucking minute. Wait. Take it easy. Okay, well. Welcome back from the ad break if you had one. Let's move on to Sunset, which is Valley. So, this is what the ice rink used to look like back then. Give you a good look of everything, let you see what there is to see. And all that up there is how you get down from before. The only problem with that is that you have to come there from Forest, which I was not able to do. Now there might be a chance that I can fly my ass up there and slide all the way down. I'm gonna try. Just see what happens. I highly doubt it's gonna let me, but I'll do the work if I can do it. I'll start myself back in that map again. Fucking cutscene. Brian was up there earlier. I don't know how he got up there, but he was. There's a will, there's a fucking way. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but I'm gonna do the work. Yes, yes, yes. Let me down. Okay. Ah! I care about giving you guys the experience as much as I care about doing it myself. Hope it doesn't crash me. What a shame that would be. So, you would have come out of the clouds up here and into this bowl of ice. Half pipe, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why the teleport didn't just start you fucking up here. Like it should have. But can't really be picky, I guess. Nope, don't try to flap. Don't try to flap. I don't think I have any way to get up here. Might be able to, might not be able to. Oh, sir. Alright, well, let's just say you came flying in from here. This was the valley experience. All this beautiful mountains, Eden looming in the background. Fucking sliding. Different types of architecture that we're not used to seeing. Got really good. You could ride this bumpy fucking thing all the way down. Then came through here, you pick up speed. Then the cutscene. You had these bowls and shit that you could like slide around in, which was really dope. Another little half pipe kind of bowl deal. Over here, there was a spirit, just like there is now. There was no juggler No two-person door. Just these cool little bowls of ice that you could get into. Main bowl up here. Spirit here as well. Can you actually go in here? No, it's just a little spot. Then this. One thing I am a bit confused about is up here. This little thing back here, this weird bowl, which you cannot get to, so I don't know what it's doing here, and it's certainly not even complete. I don't know if they just didn't just like put it in there and it was supposed to be in here. I seem to remember there being more than one. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe they just put the texture in there for the fuck of it. Load it in or something. I really don't know. Then here. Let's get our duds back. Just a short period of time anyway. Y'all ready for the sliding race? Alright, well, let me get you in the temple, but then you're gonna need to hang on a minute while I stretch and make some food. Give me just a minute. While you're in here, just have a good look at this temple, because this is the old temple with the two flags. You pick two sides, you get a colored cape depending on the side you wanted to pick. And I will be right back. go. Now, normally it would give me a blue cape or a red cape, depending on where I sat, but it's not going to do that. This race is a lot like it is now, but the end is where it's amazing. You're on your way to the bottom, like the part where you're like on your way to Colosseum. Now, instead of light fragments, what you would collect is butterflies. Collect as many butterflies as you could, and at the end, you would use the amount of butterflies that you caught to unlock emotes, depending on the team that you were on. And you would actually race people. You would actually race, like, other people. Now, this is where it gets different. This is where it is completely different. I will try to be slow here so you can get a good look at all of that. If you've played Journey, then you already know this looks a lot like sliding down in Journey through that city, dropping into Underground. The way the side things are and the different lines and the fucking architectures on the outside and the circular back motion, like the backdrop with all the city pieces and all of that. Now, as far as I know, you can't loop here. Might be able to, but I doubt it. Look at that. And then the Colosseum is right in the middle of everything. It's a big fat fucking Eden up there. Go. There we go. The gold here. The fucking way all the textures look. The high mounds of snow. Some of this stuff that you're looking at now is what you see when you walk out of the temple. Like this big ass thing and all these cityscapes right here. This is all the shit you see when you walk out of the temple now. Only it leads you to the Golden Way Social. However, here it does not. Here it's going to take you to the Coliseum, and the Coliseum that we're going to is actually the Coliseum that you oob to now in the outside. Now, before I go any further, I want to stop for a second. Just let y'all look. See the two statues up there, up close, like with the light in between them? All the gold and the blue and the gray. Fucking the way the sun peels through. It's very Journey. It's like so Journey that it's ridiculous. And that's because the woman who made Abzu was responsible for all of this. She's the same person who made Journey and made all of this shit. What up, Zero? Oh, cool, I get to get up next to the statues. This is awesome. Get them. Steel, shiny, chrome. Amazing. Screenshot. I gotta save it, hold on. Save. This is not beta. This is Light Awaits beta, but this is Light Awaits itself, the actual game from 2017 to 2018. This is how it all used to look. Is the old Coliseum, which is the very Coliseum that you oob to now that is used for the cutscene. If you've ever gone to the Valley Oob where the elders are, this is the exact model that they use for the cutscene for the Valley elders now. Broken thing there, stand in the middle. But the difference is, so back then, depending on what side you took in your race, whether you were blue or red, your cape would be that color. And then when you got down here, all these butterflies you have, there would be a spirit that would be located here, a spirit here, and a spirit here. And essentially, whatever team you were on, all your butterflies would work right here up to this thing. Oops, slow down. And this would have emotes on it. You would pick the emotes that you want, and you'd get as many as you could from the blue team, and then eventually you'd come back again as the red team and get your emotes from there. There ain't no winged lights in this version of the game. If we were to fly over here, got a spirit here. Now I cannot light this, or it'll just freeze my game. None of this shit works. It's all too old and not set up anymore. More than sure that I can't probably get out here. Or, okay, yeah, like I thought. I didn't think I was going to be able to. It's the beta original version of Sky before COTL came out. The game was originally called Light Awaits. This was like what they were. This is like Sky's rough draft. And it was, I was a part of this back in 2017. A lot of people were. You can go on YouTube and watch it. People's like recorded game from back then too, with everything that works, all the like spirits you can light and how the emotes and all that stuff works. These are basically the map files that were put together to work on a very old engine of Sky. There's a team of people working on this, trying to get it back to where it can be totally playable again. And right now, this is the best that we've got, is just being able to run through the maps. It's a lot, kind of a lot like Journey. See? None of this can be done here. But you would have been able to at the time. Wonder why the cutscene. What did I not do here? Missing something. Let me take a look at this. Sunset End 2. I see. So this would be at the end of the race. You're inside of the temple now. You can't break out. There's wind up there. Definitely tried. But you can watch the cutscene for how it used to look. Today, if you go through here, it takes you to Golden Wasteland Social. But in 2018, 2017, there was no social area in Golden Wasteland. This was you leaving the high society of Valley and going straight down the toilet to Golden Wasteland. Completely different. Some of these work, and when they do, I do it. Well, that's how Sky was supposed to be, was like exploring a dead city, because it was dead. All of it was dead. This is full of lore, like the actual lore of the game. This whole land was completely destroyed by the king. And so it should look that way. Things that they changed were not for the better, in my opinion. I prefer this over the newer style of Sky any day. And I've felt that way for the last 5 years. I mean, look at how much more cracked and broken the Broken Temple is. Nothing's wrong with it. It's just got a very, very high gravity kind of like orbit to it. Been like that since beta. You gotta fly like way away from it to get away from it. Well, there's a lot. The gist of it is, there was a king. Well, let me go back before that. The elders created this world. They created our ancestors, which are our spirits. They could not necessarily intervene like gods usually can't. And so a boy came, just like we are. Not human, not elder, kind of both. Season of Prophecy explains all of this. When you do the very first quest in Isle, you'll see a little boy that they find in the sand. That's our king. They elected him. The prophecy was that he would come. He would be the one that they would worship. He would govern them, you know, rule over the top of them to make sure everything went the way it was supposed to. As time went on, the people did many things that he did not like. They enslaved the mantas. They dug up all the crystals from the world. They craved power. They craved violence. They hurt each other. They hurt the life. They took everything for granted, essentially. They hid all the knowledge from certain types of people in the Vault of Knowledge. And whatever knowledge that they could get their hands on, they used it to fuck shit up. So the king became remorseful and angry. And he essentially absorbed the power of the red crystal, became drunk with evil, drunk with power. He began slaying all the people, setting the fucking krill on everybody. The battlefield is where the war really took place. The lands of Prairie and Forest went to war with the lands of Village and Golden Wasteland. The people of Prairie and Forest wanted to break into the Vault of Knowledge to get knowledge, to learn things. There is a bit of speculation that we are clones, and that we are a lot like he is. We are vessels that can be used for light or darkness. That is why there are scenes from the original Aurora concert that got taken out that depict 10 Sky Kids. God damn it, my fucking joystick's all fucked up with drift. There are 10 Sky Kids standing face to face in the original Inhale Exhale scene. 5 of them are all blacked out with red shards for eyes. The other 5 look just like normal Sky Kids. All 10 of them have weapons in their hands facing each other. She explains all of the good and bad during that song. They took that scene out, and then there's a scene at the end for the Seed that shows the battle taking place as you come down from the clouds. And instead of it being what you see today, where it's all the people dead after the war is over, the scene is actually supposed to be the war getting ready to happen. Both sides are on the lands. Red on one side, blue on the other side. Soldiers everywhere. The Golden Wasteland Elder has big red shards rise, and he's completely black in shadow. Like he's been corrupted. The Valley twins are also on that side, standing there with their weapons. And on the other side, you've got the people in blue and the 2 elders for Isle and Prairie. I'm sorry that the Rainbow's pissing you off. Tell TGC about it, man. We told them in beta. So anyway, they went there to fight each other, and the elders tried to stop it. Then the elders got together to try and stop the Golden Wasteland Elder. The Forest Elder went to the door to try and open the door so that everybody could storm the temple, but when she did, all the krill came loose. Killed every fucking person there. Killed the mantis there, everything. That's why there's spears and shields and barricades just everywhere. After the Seed, you see through the eyes of a child all the corpses laying there, people carrying their dead, all that stuff. There were very